Well, good morning, afternoon, evening. Today is Friday, May the 4th, which means tomorrow, the 5th, Saturday, the course opens. So I'm sending you this in an email here, this link as a sort of like introduction to what's going to happen tomorrow. So you've had a week to spelunk around in the course. I did not set up all the dates and due dates and everything. So now that's all set. So let me walk you through what to expect tomorrow. So here we are, right? This is the page here for the course. There's a syllabus, check it out. Rubrics for the written assignments, check it out. The video playlist, here's the deal. These videos that I'm posting are actually housed on YouTube, and it's under Phil 3301 online. And so you'll see all the stuff here. They're also embedded in the weeks as well. So you'll be able to see that. And I can post more videos on this at any time. So if there's something that wasn't covered that you would like to have a little explanation, let me know, and I can always post more things on there. And then my office, this is going to be our discussion. See, it says post questions here. This is going to be our discussion board. Obviously, there's nothing there because I'm not the only one, because I just set it up. But you can check that out as well. And that's where we'll be able to, talk as a class and that sort of thing. Also, assignment schedule. Let me walk you through this real quick. Where'd it go? Oh, here. So this is on there, but then it's also, oops. Let's go here. It's also embedded in that page. But just FYI, so it's an 8-week course, right? Week 1 through 8. There we go. In general, you can read this over, but I'll explain it. So generally, we're going to have a reading quiz and a summary paper each week. That's the deal, the lowdown. The reading quizzes, notice, will always be on Wednesdays. And the summary papers will always be on Saturdays. All right. And it's the same throughout the whole course, except for week 1, where all you're doing is something on the Nagel book, which is this, right? What does it all mean? This is a general introduction to philosophy, but I also found a free PDF copy of this text if you don't want to pay for it, and I put that on the page. Now, here's the thing. Check out in here all the stuff about times, all right? I'll just make you aware of this now. So the course is divided into 8 weeks, right? And they open, one after the other. Each one will open on the day it starts and close on the day it ends, and that's always on Saturdays. So each module or week will close on the Saturday at 11:55 p.m. The assignments, the written assignments, are always on that Saturday, and I'll give you as long as possible, because I know everybody's, working and has families, and, time is of the essence. And so I figured I would let you have right up until the last minute in case you needed to. But be careful, because the drop boxes for the assignments will lock up and close at 11:50, which is 5 minutes before the whole module closes. So be aware of that. 11:50, that's it. And here's the deal. I will get, as I always do, I've taught online classes for several years. Every time that there's a due date, I will get probably about 25 to 30% of the class emailing saying, "Oh my goodness, this technical difficulty, that technical difficulty, I couldn't get it in on time." So here's the deal. I'm not going to take any late papers. But I want you to understand why. It's not because I'm mean. It's because there's got to be a due date sometime. And it wouldn't matter if whatever the due date was, if it was 1 in the morning or midnight or whatever, there will always be 25 to 30% of people who didn't meet the deadline for whatever reason. And so in order to avoid a scenario where I'm constantly having to, do the math on late penalties and all that kind of stuff, So the answer is no. If you miss the window, you miss the window. But I drop one of each of your lowest grades of the reading quizzes and summary papers. So Wednesdays at 11:50 p.m., the window will close for your reading quiz. If you haven't done it by then, 0. Saturday nights at 11:50, the window will close on your summary papers. If you haven't done it by then, 0. Again, I'm not mean, but you gotta, say somewhere along the line that, the buck stops here. But anyways, so notice week 1, written assignment. Weeks 2 through 7, it's the same thing. Look, reading quiz on Wednesday, summary paper on Saturday. That's how it goes. Obviously, you can turn the stuff in early or do the quizzes early. That's just the due dates. And then the last week of the course, we'll have no summary paper. Instead, you'll have a concluding essay, which is a written assignment. And so that's essentially how we're going to proceed. Now, the other thing is, okay, how do I go back? Here, okay. So we're about to, so that was week 1. That's the orientation-y stuff. For week 1, here's basically how it goes. First, you have objectives and introduction, and that's going to explain, okay, here's what we're doing, and here's why. Then, under learning resources, you'll have your reading assignment, and this is just stating what I want you to read and the page numbers and all that. For instance, this week, we're looking at the Nagel text. What does it all mean? And don't be afraid, it says the whole book, but it's like really thin, right? And it's very general in nature. You can easily finish this sucker off. It's like about 20 or 30 pages of not very difficult reading. So we'll have that. And then as we go back through the week, then you'll have these little video deals, right? Where it'll be a certain topic, whatever I'm talking about there. Supplemental resources, you won't see a lot of that in this course. And then you'll have your lesson activities. By activities, that basically means assignment. So here you'll have your written assignment. What does it all mean? And that's short answer, and you can spelunk around. And you'll notice then, so this one opens May 1st, and it ends at midnight on the 11th. Wait, no, it should be midnight on the 12th. Man, I got to change that already. And then this one starts on the 12th to the 19th, etc. Now, just FYI, I am pretty darn sure that everything is squared away on here. But it was many clicks to set up every single due date and all this kind of stuff. So it is possible that there may be errors. Like I said, right here already, there's a mistake that I'm going to fix right now. So, just if something's weird, like the dates don't match up or something, just let me know and I can fix it. Also, remember, you got that discussion board, which is here under My Office, and I'll check that daily. And then also email me if you have specific questions. But I prefer if you do it on here, because if you have questions, other people will too. So it helps to look at them publicly. But then also, what else was I going to say? So that's how to contact me. Oh, like I said, if there's something you don't quite understand and it's not something that I can handle in a couple of sentences on the discussion board or something, seriously, I can make these little videos. It's really not that big of a deal to explain stuff. So just let me know and I can add to our course video library. And they're not really videos. It's me workshopping. It's not like the videos are not what you see now, where you're just watching me. These are almost like how I would do something on a whiteboard in a lecture. But anyways, folks, I will leave it there so as not to make this too long. And yeah, good luck. Tomorrow it starts. The first week is not that difficult. The first week, all you have is that Nagel text. And seriously, you could probably read that sucker in like an hour and a half if you just sat down straight and went through it. So first week, we kind of baby steps into it. But by when we start getting into critical thinking in week 2, then you got to kind of pay attention a little bit more to deadlines. All right, well, I hope you have fun.